Hey, Emery, how's it going?
I'm doing good. How you?
Good, good. Um, Jaden Daniels and the level he's playing at right now, how would you describe the way he's playing?
He's playing his butt off. Honestly, like he's making his reads, completing the ball, getting it to the right guys at the right time, taking shots, and we all believe in him, and I think he's believing in himself right now.
And Brian Thomas, a guy I guess you knew in high school, right? And
Yeah, we watched him. We played against him in high school. You know, he was electrocuting our DBs in high school too. So it was good to see him do the same on the field Saturday.
is there something to be said about that third year in college? I mean, I know you're only in your second, but some of these guys seem to really be hitting their stride, Malik and Brian in the wide receiver core.
Yeah, it looks like those guys are kind of just getting comfortable on the field, understanding everything like coverages and things like that. I feel like those guys are really doing a great job at picking it up, and also they're just doing a great job at going and get the ball. If the ball's in the air, those guys are going to come down with it. So real proud of those guys.
Jaden has seemingly been really clicking with his receivers. What do you do as the offensive line to make sure that stays intact within this game to get as far as you can?
Just keep the D-line out his face. That's our main goal on pass plays, just let him sit in the pocket and be able to, make those throws comfortably. Sometimes I feel like Jaden does a great job at also, using his feet to make plays and not just throwing the ball. But I feel like our main job is keeping those D-line out his face.
What have you seen so far from Ole Miss's defensive line that could possibly pose a threat to y'all? That y'all are looking to overcome it?
Yes, ma'am. They play really hard, and our big thing this week is just going to be going in there and playing harder than them and executing our game plan.
Emery, what has it been like adding Logan Diggs to the mix? What have you seen from him as a running back?
Explosiveness. Logan, he sees the holes and he bursts through them, and he's just been doing a really great job at getting through those holes and getting those dirty yards, getting those 2 and 3 extra yards after contact. So he's been doing a great job at getting us those dirty yards and making plays when we need them.
And with the multitude of backs in the room, how are you able to keep everything consistent, especially as one of the staples of the line?
For us, honestly, like if we're doing our job and executing the right way and being physical up front, it don't matter who gets the ball back there. If we got a hole up there, any of those backs are capable of hitting it, and I think we trust all of them to do it.
Speaking towards the run game, it's really seeming to heat up this week. What do you do to make sure you open those lanes against a very strong defensive line that Ole Miss has?
Just kind of understanding their scheme, understanding the things that they do, understanding what they're going to do before they even do it. Having pre-snap recognition is going to be big this week. Kind of just knowing where their stunts and stuff are going to come from, where their blicks and stuff are going to come from is going to be huge for us, with building our run game this week. So that's a point of emphasis.
When I was walking up, I heard the music and the noise. We all practice in crowd noise environments.
Yes, ma'am.
So playing somewhere like Oxford, it's not an easy place to play. So does those type of practices actually really help y'all prepare, and do they actually pay off whenever game time comes?
Yeah, I feel like mentally they help a lot. When we got those speakers blaring, you can't hear anything on the field. You're talking to a guy right next to you, and you having to scream to even try to hear him. So I feel like mentally it's going to prepare us. It's obviously going to be probably a little bit louder than Oxford, but I feel like the speakers are mentally preparing us to be able to play with noise and be able to communicate, without actually hearing people or being able to point and things like that. Just all around communication, I think the speakers are helping us a lot.
Yeah, Emery, the O-line seems like you've gotten better every single week, and this is pretty much the same starting five as last year for the most part. What's it like kind of having that kind of chemistry with the other guys on the O-line?
It's great, honestly. We all got a whole bunch of love for each other. So, going into work every day, you want to see the guy next to you be better. And I feel like we're all pushing each other to be better and all pushing each other towards that goal. And goal that Coach Davis set for us this year was winning the Joe Moore Award. So, we all got that in mind, and we're trying to work to show that we're the best.
What did you think of Deshaun Womack's sack dance the other night?
It's funny because we talked about it before, and he was like, I'm going to hit the Baltimore bop. And I was like, what? I never heard of it before, and he kind of showed me what it was. I was like, you ain't doing that. Then he gets the sack, and I'm looking up on the jumbotron, and I see him with the helmet off, and he's doing it. I'm just like, I love that kid. He's great. He brings a whole bunch of energy to that defense, and I feel like he's a great addition to our team.
What does it take, like, with the Caleb Jackson and the Womack, they're kind of, what we hear is kind of the same. They're electric, they can do some stuff, but there's more they have to learn before they get more
Right.
playing time, right?
Yeah, a big thing for me as a freshman last year was just building trust with the coaching staff, and I feel like that's the thing that they're working on as well. And I feel like that takes time, and I think those guys are doing a great job of earning that trust.
Time for two more. Anybody has any?
Coming off of such an amazing freshman season, what do you do to make sure you go into this season with the same impact and push yourself further?
Honestly, just not getting comfortable, not getting complacent, always staying humble and hungry is a big thing. And I have, great people. I have some great people in my circle that's helping me to do that, keeping me hungry, telling me that I can be even better. The sky's the limit, I feel, for me. So I just want to continue to get better, with everything that I do.
All right, last one.
Emery, you came in with Will Campbell. Y'all were both kind of thrown in there as starters as freshmen. What's the relationship with you and him like?
It's a brotherhood. We live together. We do things like go out to eat together. We're supposed to be going to get a pedicure in a few weeks. So, we just do just stuff like that. It's a real brother, and it's a great thing that we have going. A great relationship that I think will be lifelong.
Also, how's the dog? Because Will says he's a handful.
Yeah, he is a handful, man. He's getting big, but he's starting to get older, so he's starting to mature a little bit. He's starting to understand everything. He's starting to understand, you can't pee and poo, or you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get a whooping if you do that. But he's doing great, and thank you for asking.
Thanks, Emery.
Yes, sir.